There has been ongoing speculation about Cameroon President Paul Biya's health and potential succession due to his advanced age. In October 2024, the government dismissed rumors of his death after his absence from public events since the previous month raised concerns. Officials clarified that he was in Geneva and in good health. However, even with all the rumors and assurances, the president is still missing in action. Our cover report stands from Yaoundé this week. It was at this forum in China during the African leaders' photo op with Chinese first family of Xi Jinping and Peng Liyuan that Cameroonian President Paul Biya and the First Lady were spotted. After that, the president vanished from public life. His visibly frail face got so many of his country people to stir up rumors and raise concerns. He has since missed events he was supposed to attend, like the United Nations General Assembly in New York, as well as his absence from a summit in France, stoked speculations about his health. The president also last spoke at a tribute to the army that took part in the Provence landings 80 years ago, an event overshadowed by the Normandy landings 2 months earlier.
Mesdames et messieurs,
ladies and gentlemen, there would have been no Allied victory without the sacred alliance of volunteers, without the contribution of other peoples, without foreigners, without blacks and other infantrymen. This struggle was waged together to defend the universal values and ideals of peace and justice.
cette lutte a été menée ensemble.
The rumor mill went into overdrive after the president's absence at the October summit of French-speaking countries, La Francophonie, in north of Paris. Cameroon's ambassador in France insisted that Biya was in good health and in Geneva, his habitual base when away from home. Other sources suggested it was because he needed to rest under medical supervision after a heavy diplomatic schedule in July and August. Biya is Africa's oldest head of state and the second longest serving, narrowly beaten to that record by President Teodoro Obiang Nguema of neighboring Equatorial Guinea. Biya, however, is a habitual non-attendee to many gatherings of African leaders. Even back home, with his measured speech and cautious tone, Biya has for many years spaced his personal interventions, largely delegating the day-to-day running of the government and handling of technical dossiers to a succession of prime ministers. Unexplained absences from public view have been nothing out of the ordinary for this most enigmatic of presidents. Rumors that he has died do surface from time to time, largely because of these unannounced disappearances. As a wave of multi-party democratizing change swept across much of Africa at the beginning of the 1990s, Biya was one of several incumbent leaders to shrewdly adapt, firmly keeping control and allowing sufficient reforms to take the heat out of mass protests. Some Cameroonians are, however, comfortable with Biya's restrained approach to leadership and his readiness to leave successive prime ministers to handle routine decisions. They see his role as more symbolic and distant, akin almost to a constitutional monarch. Support groups have also appeared to promote a passing of the torch to the president's eldest son, Frank Biya, a businessman. Although Frank himself has never shown any interest in politics or given any hint of such ambitions. But in today's Africa, where disenchantment with the political establishment runs deep, particularly among young urban populations, establishment attempts to secure the continuation of power can carry risks. Biya and his inner circle may feel confident of avoiding such scenarios, but that will require shrewd reading of popular sentiment, especially among young and the middle class in big cities such as Yaoundé and Douala. Africa Bureau, WION, World is One. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.